How do we feel about Muslim girls? Yeah, we feel indifferent. Where I come from, no one religion rules the country, so it's a very multicultural country. There are mosques. There are mosques in my country, so if you're Muslim, there are places for you to go and pray and go and pay respects to your God. But if we see a Muslim girl, we don't think anything of it. You are welcome. You are welcome.
Is there any problem?
No, not at all. You are more than welcome in our country, of course. It is not common, but it's not uncommon. You know what I mean? There is a Muslim community, and especially in the universities, because a lot of different cultures come to study in Australia. It is very hard, but people do it, and we accommodate for the Muslim culture, of course. Yeah. So if you would like to visit Australia, please.
I will go there.
Yeah.
We want hunter, yeah? Don't forget, guys.
What about another language besides Chinese language? Is there another language? I mean, traditional language of Australia.
So Australians mostly speak just English, but there is an indigenous culture. So similar to you, the way that the Dutch colonized Indonesia, Australia was colonized by the British. So me being a white person, I'm not actually indigenous Australia. We have indigenous Aboriginals with very dark skin.
Oh.
Yeah, very, very dark skin, and they live there for thousands of years. So they all have their own languages. Throughout each tribe, they all have a different language, but I don't know any of them, and most people don't. Yeah, some people understand, but most people don't. So English is all you need to learn.
Boys, come on, let's come Okay, silent please. Right.
Do I watch anime? No, but I know Naruto. I just don't like it. No, I forgot. Best holiday in Europe? My best holiday in Europe was probably, I spent 2 weeks in Italy with my best girlfriends. And we drank wine, and we ate pizza, and we jumped up cliffs, and we just had a really nice time. We got a beautiful Airbnb. We went to some festivals and saw some live music. I went to Venice and south of Italy. But that was probably my favorite destination in Europe. Any other questions? I think all of you can speak quite good English from what I've gathered, and you just need to practice with each other, use each other, watch movies in English, listen to English music, everything that you can, try and do, because it only improves it. In 5 years, if you start now, you'll be fluent, and you won't have to think about it anymore. Yes. Yeah, so that. I was actually having this discussion this morning with Mr. Han. The education system in Australia probably has a bit more quality because to become a teacher and to become a lecturer takes years and years and years. To become a teacher, it's quite difficult, and you are required to know a lot and be able to teach a lot. And education is very expensive from where I come from. So private education is more expensive than state education. It's not so much of a business as it is here in Indonesia. But university is very expensive. So the quality you would hope is better because it costs so much more.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. And yeah. So this girl over here just asked me how to be confident and not tremble while we talk. I don't know the answer because I'm trembling. So my mom just taught me to fake it until you make it. So just pretend that you're not nervous, and no one will be able to tell them that you're nervous.
Profile ini?
Nothing.
What is the solution for the education and development? I think the solution for some of the schools that I visited would just be maybe the lecturers continuing to educate themselves while they're educating the other students. A school I visited yesterday was, I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was 180 students. It was in the middle, it was quite far away. And I think, yeah, the teachers are doing all the right things, but they just need to keep educating themselves so that, you know, they don't learn how to be a teacher and that's the end of their learning. I think you should be learning your entire life. And you should be teaching the students as, you know, you learn more things. I think, yeah, just maybe the teachers just need to keep educating themselves and make sure they don't stop learning. I think that's probably the best solution I can come up with. Any questions?
How about the good university in Australia?
What's
What university in Australia?
what about? So if you want to go to university in Australia, I don't know the exact process, but I know it's similar. Most foreign students need to pay for the university as you go, so semester by semester. Yeah, it's quite expensive. A friend of mine from the UK, she enrolled in university, and they told her you have to pay for every semester, which is sometimes. Pardon? How? Yeah, she got a loan from her parents to pay it, luckily. But it is thousands of dollars Australian. So you do need to kind of maybe have parental help or have savings before you go. But the best thing about university in Australia is you don't have to go right after high school. You can go to university in Australia at any age you would like. So maybe you get a really good job and you work really hard and you save up and then you think, now is my time to go to university in Australia. And then you can pay for it and you can go and you can even further your education and get a better job in Australia. I think once you complete a degree as a student in Australia, then you have a residency to stay and work. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So it is quite a good thing if you study university in Australia.
Come on.
Look for the scholarship.
Pardon?
Look for the scholarship. How about
The school study.
how to say it?
They want to import scholarship for Australia. Because of what
Yes.
Get it or?
Right?
Yes.
I think most of the universities you just apply online these days. Most of the universities you can apply online these days remotely. You don't need to be there to apply. So you can just do your research. You know, there's universities that are private and harder to get into, or there's state universities that are easier because they need more students to get the government funding. So it's just a matter of doing your research, figuring out where you can go, and just applying for all of them. Yeah. Any more questions? Yes.
How much experience and including in this island, and maybe give us some questions about
So my experience here in Lombok has been very eye-opening. I have really got to see that, like, I'm quite shocked that at the school I went to yesterday, a lot of the students had never seen a foreigner. Because everywhere I've travelled, it's been a touristic place, and they're not shocked by seeing a foreigner. So it was quite different to me to be the first. I never expected that there was a place in the world that I would be the first foreigner that they would see. As for, you know, motivating you to continue your education, well, what do you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Lecture.
Lecturer?
Yeah.
Millionaire. Woman.
Around four.
From boys.
Around the world.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that I can motivate you is just dream big. Like, I was 15 and I didn't know what I wanted from life. I knew I wanted to travel the world, and I knew I wanted to teach English just to kids or work with kids in several countries. And now I built my own business, and I organize music festivals, and I travel the world, and I teach students, and I am living more of a life than I ever thought I would. Just because I just broke down my biggest dreams, and they all end up coming true if you work hard enough. So just keep trying for your education, and you'll get there. It just takes time. Yes. Do we have an education system like this area in Australia?
Yes.
So this is kind of like an education town, isn't it? Correct? Yeah. So there's kind of just schools everywhere all over Australia. There are university areas where all the students live by the university. It's called a university community. It's got generally cheaper accommodation. It's where a lot of the students live. But yeah, there's not this many schools in such a close vicinity. So it was quite interesting for me to come here, and it's had it explained to me that all of the schools are kind of in this area. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting, but it makes sense. It makes sense.
How long have you been here?
I've been here. I've been in Indonesia for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been on this island for 9 days. I got here last Monday, but I will go to Bali tomorrow. My mom is arriving on Sunday to come visit me. Because I've been traveling for a while and I haven't seen her for a long time. So my mum arrives in Bali and then we'll go on holiday together.
Any student in Australia learn about Arabic language in their school?
No, Arabic is not a language that we are familiar with, but I am sure that there are university classes that would offer it if you were interested. You just would have to do your research, but I'm sure there's some.
Or what other language?
Other languages, yeah. There isn't one specific other language that we learn. It's a very multicultural country, so in high school I learned Japanese, and some of my friends learned French, and some learned Spanish, and some learned German, and it was kind of a big range. You get to basically pick what language you learn, but most people don't know because we all speak English. So yeah, the language is definitely on the minority for Australian learning.
Yes.
Yes? We do have boarding schools in Australia, and they are segregated between male and female. But I have never been to a boarding school. Yeah. I really like Hong Kong. I've had a really lovely time here. I've been completely immersed in your culture, and it's been a really beautiful experience for me. You haven't? The culture shock. The culture shock is how big of a part religion plays in your community.
Yes.
Where I'm from, most people don't follow a religion. You know, maybe some families do believe in a God. Whatever God they choose, it doesn't bother anyone. But yeah, most people I know don't follow a religion. So when I come to a community like this where everyone follows the religion, and I've really learned a lot about the Islamic religion, and I think it's a really beautiful religion. I think it has a lot of really lovely idealisms and ethics behind it. Yeah, it's been very interesting for me to learn about that side of Lombok culture, and I would probably come back because I met some people who were teaching me to surf, and so it was really fun, and I would like to come back and keep surfing. The what, sorry? No, I in Lombok Island. I haven't been to the tourist place in Lombok yet. I haven't been to Kuta or Mara. No. I've just come straight to East Lombok to do volunteer work. Yeah, I guess I should come back and see the tourist places, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Because it's whenever convention.
Oh, my favorite music genre? Yeah. I really like rock and roll.
Whoa!
I really like to sing. I like singing by myself in the shower. What's your favorite genre of music?
Pop.
Pop? Like K-pop? I think it's all relative to whoever likes it. I haven't say, I can't say that this is either.
Southward in Indonesian language. Southward in Indonesian language. And if you want to say
I can speak a little Bahasa, so I know. Yeah, like selamat pagi, saya apa? Yeah, I don't know. I know how to say saya makan jeruk. I love you. Or how about I love you? It's nothing. How about I love you? How about aku cinta kamu. Aku milik aku, difficult than English? Yeah, I find it quite difficult. I was before I came to Indonesia, I was learning on the duo. So I was like, I don't know anything about Indonesia, so I just did a little bit and then I memorized a little, but I can't listen and understand it. I can't have a conversation. I don't know. It was pretty pointless.
Because there are many types of bahasa.
Is that?
Different culture.
Yeah. I learned that Lombok is bahasa and in Bali is bahasa. Yeah.
So that is different.
Yeah, that's different. But yeah, so I came from Lombok and I was like, oh, I know bahasa, and they're like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So bahasa is one that I should know. Yeah, okay. I'll keep trying. Does anyone else have any questions? Yes.
How many people have you visited?
Have I been on this week? I visited 3 schools. I visited 3 schools. I don't know where they were. I just got to visit them and I work hard and I talk and then I leave.
Just can't talk and leave.
Yeah, good break.
What else?
My favorite romance.
Oh,
I was about to say it's either Queen or it's David Bowie. You know David Bowie? You should listen to David Bowie. He's fantastic. Yeah, I love the Bohemian Rhapsody. Do you like it?
I so like it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite song.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The whole of Australia can sing here, the whole of Bohemian Rhapsody. Not me, but everyone else. So yeah, if you know that song, then you'll have friends in Australia, no problem.
How about rock and roll band in Australia? Thomas band.
Okay, yeah, I can give you a good one. Yeah, the good rock and roll band in Australia. I saw them in Bali when I first arrived. They're called Cocktail. Hockey dad. So you know the game of hockey that they play in Canada? So no whiteboard. Hockey dad. So they're from Sydney. Some of my family lives there. And they're just two Aussie blokes, and they make music and now they pay us. But otherwise, the most Australian rock and roll band are the Chats. You know them? They're funny. They're funny. You should listen to them. The Chats.
That is rock and roll band.
The Chats. Yeah, they're very Australian. They sing about Australian things. They're kind of stupid, but that's my point. Yes, I love it. I know that song. Yeah, I do. I used to listen to them a lot when I was younger. You don't want to hear me sing. I'm not very good.
We also have a traditional song.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I would love to hear it. Yes, I would love to hear it. Yeah, I had one of my students at the English school make me blushing. Yeah, so I tried the traditional. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, but I love spicy food. Yeah, maybe I can. think I tried it yesterday. Yeah. I think I had it yesterday for lunch. It's good. It's good. Yeah, meat pie. So it's like pastry filled with meat and a pastry on top. There's also a chicken parmigiana, so it's like chicken it's kind of dumb. Australian culture is very dumb. Like everything they do is dumb. She's want to try it. Yes, I want to try it. You want to try it? That is the main. I know. I think it's so much fun. Yeah, I don't feel like posting videos. So, yeah, that's every meal all the time. Yes. Australia is very warm and sunny. In Melbourne, it's always summer. But in Melbourne, it's freezing cold all the time. It's never, it's warm like 2 weeks of the year, and that's it. Yeah. No, I haven't been to Scotland. Okay, I've got a question. If you've been to Rinjani Mountain, put your hand up. In Lombok? Yes. My favorite place that I visited in Lombok has been Dragon Beach. You know it? Dragon Beach. The black sand and the coconut trees. I want to see. No, what is that?
White sand.
Well, see, I like the last two.
Yes, back up.
No, I haven't yet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff that I
You need like cabbage. I think that's
It is longer.
Yeah.
It is big.
Beach? Yeah, beach is good. I'm excited. There's so many yeah, I really like it. I really like it. I already visited 13 or 14 countries. Yes, but all I want to do is travel places as well, all of the I want to see the whole world. So 14. Please. Please. Say please. Say please if you want to come here. Please. The girls are so beautiful. Yeah, no, everyone's saying lovely and fine, but Yes, I know, but I haven't really. I know.
Oh yeah.
After Bali, I'll come back to Lombok and I'll sing to Johnny, and Phoebe. Yeah. I'll get my own screwdriver. What, motorcycle?
Need a break.
I don't ride a motorcycle, but I can ride a scooter. Not very well.
Why you go ride the car? Stop at school.
Yeah, see, I like the sound of my head car, but it's higher expenses. So I have to get a scooter. It's like 50K a day or something. Right? Yeah.